everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
I feel really good about UNCG. I feel like I'm getting a good education here, and I feel like I've made a lot of friends too. So I feel good about the place.
We're teeter-tottering for 48 hours to raise money for the children that are terminally ill in Chapel Hill Hospital.
Sounds like a great cause.
And they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know. People are
I think
all
this cookout is a lot of fun, and so is the dorm. They always make those big bowls of popcorn, and no one ever eats the popcorn. I don't get it.
That this community here is something that can greatly be an avenue for those who are interested in being leaders in the future, who are interested in being involved in the community.
Well, I think it's the best school I've ever seen.
Having a heavenly time.
Draw the curtains, I don't care, 'cause it's alright.
Agreed.
Take a little walk down our street, you can. All right.
He decided that we would be a song and dance team. Well, I can't dance, but he says he can sing. So we're going to try to do a little stunt for you here. I'll go at her.
The only thing there is to say, every silver lining's got a touch of gray. I will get by. I will get by. I will get by.
demonstrate your why. And we've got compressed carbon dioxide.
This is production night.
Can you tell us a little bit about what Wednesdays are generally like?
Not too bad until
10 o'clock.
Until about 10 o'clock, yeah. Good question.
You'll see the unique design qualities of the Carolinian staff.
What would you say about the Carolinians?
Be wary. It can be a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It can be a lot of work. It can be very stressing. You better have a good attitude.
1, 2, 3.
Get out and meet some of the employers of our, I guess, region, or I volunteered basically to help, kind of, being a senior and everything, wanted to help with the school.
Recycling reduces waste, devotes less of our land to trash heaps.
The Environmental Awareness Foundation, in my mind, has 3 basic tenets. That is, A, reduce, B, reuse, and C, recycle.
But having said that, I'll now put a can in the box.
Okay, let's start.
How do you like the food in the camp?
I guess it depends on the frame of mind you're in.
Yeah, it's great, man. I got some meat right here. And I also have rice, assortments of gravy and mustard.
There's a hair in this.
And you can always count on the milk to be there, which is good. Milk does the body good.
Bulldozer was just going up to the second floor and just hit a gap and just fell right in, slid over on its left side. What you're seeing here is a great example of UNCG rezoning dollars at work.
It's all right.
Show I especially like the African show. It was really nice. We were supposed to be dancing, but we'll be there next year, so watch out for us.
Oh yes, I am Venezuelan. I'm very proud of being Venezuelan.
Think of UNCG on days like this.
My heart bursts with pride. Need I elaborate?
I enjoy being here. It's a great place to be. UNCG #1.
Thank you.
What do we think about the fountain, you guys? Is there going to be water in it anytime soon?
It's going to be a wonderful thing to have once it's finished. I'm graduating this year. I hope they get it done.
I don't know who sudsed up the fountain. Normally I would consider something, a prank like this, to be rather childish and destructive, but I think the fountain deserves this, actually.
What do you think about the new fountain here at UNCG?
What is it? Oh, the outdoor pool is very nice.
Something else about the fountain. For $2 million, I'd expect it to spray a lot higher. I'm sorry. I mean, look at it. It doesn't, $2 million for that amount of height. I don't know.
Looking mighty strange.
To the big release.
I think we should get a pool somewhere in the middle of the quad so these people have some place to lay decently and put some walls up so they can get naked and stuff.
Well, the most interesting thing I like about UNCG is that everybody seems to be one big happy family and everybody seems to get along here.
I don't have anything good to say. I'm not in a good mood.
Well, my name is Matt England. I've been a junior now for about 2 years, and my major is business management so far, but it's subject to change anytime.
And my name is David Shelton. I'm a senior, and I'm a communications major, which generally means undecided.
Do you mean we drink here?
I like the girls.
Fun in the sun.
The atmosphere is nice and calm. It's not too fast-paced. And I think it's a very nice campus. Well, I like the people, I think. There's a lot of friendliness, and even though people don't know you that well, they may have seen your face before, and they'll still speak to you and say hello.
When I first came here, I didn't know anybody, and now that I'm here, I know people, and it's a wonderful experience.
I came to UNCG because I like school.
over, okay?
I would say ranks with some of the best choirs I've seen in colleges.
real world stuff we're talking about here. It's not just abstract political ideas. I ask you to do what John says and protest this whole deployment.
2, 4, 6, 8. Don't make war, negotiate. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't make war.
I will not offer her up to the god of war without a protest, without a struggle.
We're not any one group of special interest people. Everyone is interested in life and preserving life and preventing war. If we are to oppose aggression anywhere, we must oppose it everywhere. We, the students of Greensboro, are concerned with the United States policy in the Persian Gulf and the presence of U.S. armed forces there. President Bush acted hastily in deploying forces in the Middle East, and the rapid escalation of the number of troops is leading our world towards a war.
The United States must go to war with Iraq, and we must do so immediately if we want to save lives. Men, women, and children taking months to die. I want to make one thing very, very clear. I hate war. I hate war. I'm not up here advising war because I think it's romantic or patriotic or it's the macho thing for the U.S. to do. I hate the thought of anybody dying in war, whether it be an American or an ally or an Iraqi. But we live in an imperfect world. And the sad fact is, like in World War II, sometimes a few must die in order to save the lives of many.
Sexually active people need to protect themselves from sexually transmitted diseases, better known as STDs, by using condoms.
Is that we students need to let our voices be heard. We need to take a critical look at our security measures and question how our money is being budgeted. We need to tell our administrators that our lighting is inadequate. The current state is too dangerous. We also need to tell them to trim our bushes to only about 2 or 3 feet so that no one can be hiding in these bushes. And we also need to have more offices surrounding our area. If visibility is a crime stopper, we must stop these crimes before they occur.
Do this once a year.
This is the first time that Afro-American students and Caucasian students have gotten together and had a party together.
There's no cooperation from the community, none. What is one day out of the week?
The school has not had this much school spirit. We finally have something that is worthwhile that everybody, every type of person, every race, everything is having a blast and mingling together and having a great time. And then they say, you guys are having too much fun, go home.
And I think everybody should go Greek.
Listed out here to raise money for cystic fibrosis, and money we contribute to the local chapter of cystic fibrosis. And
This is Gamma Sigma Sigma's annual Jailhouse Rock. It benefits the Sycamore Center, which is a drug rehabilitation hospital downtown Greensboro.
This man here was arrested because he has no brain.
Hey, hey,
officers are here. Ice, ice, to make one thing perfectly clear. Ice, ice, it only takes a few of us. Ice, ice, to cut their bad ass alpha stuff. Ice, ice, and if I die while I'm young, ice, ice, and that's the justice if they have some fun. Ice, ice, and if
African-American students getting together to fight the oppression of their day.
Can't pay your rent. I got a message, son, that's a heaven sent. You don't live to work, you don't live to pay. Don't miss the point we're about to say. Don't waste your life paying what you owe. Get back in touch with your mortal soul. Let's go home.
It is my great pleasure to welcome the 1991 graduates, their families, friends, and well-wishers to this, our 99th annual commencement.
Whatever the complication of the moment, you have prepared yourselves for what is ahead in the best way possible. The ambition and the courage that brought you this far will surely take you further. And with that belief in you and your prospects, I say to you for now, goodbye and good luck.
I also bring you a graduation present of my own, the brevity of my remarks. Thank you.
These are the people who are the class of 1991. Workers, dreamers, people who laugh and cry and live.
On August 2nd, 1990, 100,000 Iraqi troops stormed across the border and brutally captured its tiny neighbor of Kuwait in a matter of hours. President Bush responded by sending 125,000 troops to protect Saudi Arabia in Operation Desert Shield.
Saddam is making the mistake of his life.
The United Nations issued a January 15th deadline for Iraq to withdraw from Kuwait. More than 1 million armed personnel stared each other down, waiting.
The liberation of Kuwait has begun.
5 months ago, Saddam Hussein started this cruel war against Kuwait. Tonight, the battle has been joined.
For 5 weeks, the coalition battered Baghdad and Kuwait with air attacks. Iraq was so overwhelmed with the strength of the Allies that its only response was through Soviet-made Scud missiles. American-made Patriot missiles intercepted most of the incoming Scuds. Hussein attempted to dislodge other Arab states from the coalition by attacking Israel. The Jewish nation refused to retaliate against fatal bombings of Tel Aviv, and the coalition remained intact. In a desperate act of environmental blackmail, Hussein ordered the release of millions of barrels of oil into the Persian Gulf and the torching of hundreds of Kuwaiti oil wells. Back home, there was no shortage of opinions on either side of the Gulf War issue.
You want me to go there? Why you want me to go to Kuwait? I want to go there.
On February 23rd, the multinational force led by General Norman Schwarzkopf launched the much-anticipated ground offensive against the Iraqis. With Iraqi soldiers surrendering by the thousands, the war lasted little more than 100 hours. Saddam Hussein accepted all UN resolutions calling for his withdrawal from Kuwait and payment of reparations and war damages. As school ended, the war's effects lingered. Millions of Kurdish refugees who sought safety in the mountains waited, both hungry and cold, for a chance to return home.
They can't touch. Yo, I told you, you can't touch this. Why you standing there, man? You can't touch this.
Sam, can you feel me?
With all my heart.
Says with all his heart.